Hello! Today we are going to tie-dye this white t-shirt into a spiral. So let's get to it! For spirals, a great tip I learned is to use a fork instead of using your fingers to make the spiral. To begin, we are going to want our own crease for where we want our spiral to be, and insert our fork or fingers on where we want our actual spiral to be placed on our shirt. Now, start twisting the shirt in a direction. While twisting, you're going to want to increase the creases made from the twisting. This will be how the dye will distribute onto the spiral. Once the shirt is completely twisted, grab a couple rubber bands to secure the shape. In this video, I am going to use 3 rubber bands to keep the shirt secure. I'm also stretching the rubber bands afterwards to keep my shape intact. Once the shirt is completely fastened, it is now time for the fun part. Before we start to tie-dye, the table needs to be covered by something. And there we go. The table is all ready to use. Now, let's go grab our dye. Oh yeah, we're going to want gloves to keep our hands from getting dyed. There we go. For this spiral design, I'm going to be using 3 colors. Now, I'm going to start applying the dye. While applying the dye, I'm going to do the front and back of the shirt as well as the cracks within. This is to help maximize the color being inserted on the shirt. A fun tip I learned about tie-dyeing is 1 bottle is equivalent to doing 1 tie-dye shirt. So as I'm using 3, I'm going to do 2 more as well after this one. Ever since I was a kid, I have always enjoyed to tie-dye. Now that I'm older, I've made it my commitment to tie-dye every summer. I have also learned a lot of tips and tricks along the way, as well as learning from my own experience how to apply the dye, and over time I have gotten better and better at tie-dyeing. I still don't do ridiculously complicated designs, but I've gotten really good at doing the simple ones, and I'm okay with that. Once you have applied the dye, you're going to want to put it in a plastic bag, and then you're going to want to wait 8 to 24 hours for the dye to set in. After waiting 8 to 24 hours, we're going to want to rinse our shirt out to remove all of the excess dye. When rinsing, make sure to use cold water. Then let it dry and then wash it again as if you're doing normal laundry. And there you go, a tie-dye spiral t-shirt for you. Now, show your creation to the world.